We're now going from showing you those graphics to numbers on a thermometer taken from actually inside a hot car.
Yeah, all this just to illustrate just how conditions can get quickly just way too hot for your pets if you leave them inside, even for just a short amount of time. Fox 55's Brianna Bias is out in the heat, braving it for us to give us a look tonight.
Well, Barrett, Tara, we are starting to see some thicker clouds roll in and hear a little bit of that thunder that Beverly was talking about. And so it's not quite as hot for me as it was when we were live just an hour ago because the sun is now behind those clouds. But even with the shade and the cool breeze, it's still too hot for your pets out here. And so to illustrate that, I've got this heat laser gun that'll show us the temperature and our fill-in pet, Apricot. Now, let's say that I want to just run a quick errand. So I park the car, crack both front windows to allow a little bit of airflow, and I leave Apricot inside the car. According to the expert I spoke to today, you don't want your pet experiencing temperatures and just sitting in temperatures that are higher than 80 degrees. But according to this laser gun, the temperature in the car is 90, which again is cooler than it was an hour ago, but still too hot for your pet, because if 90 degrees feels hot for me, just imagine having a fur coat. That is just way too hot for your pet. And so the executive director of the Noble County Humane Society, Tracy Mullins, says if you need to take your pet for a walk, do it early in the morning and make sure they have plenty of water during that time. And don't leave them in the car without any air conditioning.
So if it's too hot in the car for you, it's going to be too hot for your pet. If you do go into the store or need to run in someplace and leave your pet in the car, please leave your car running with the air conditioning on.
She says it's really important to prevent heat stroke, and some signs of heat stroke that you could look for are panting, fatigue, and drinking excessive amounts of water. But if your pet does get heat stroke, as the owner, here's some things you can do to help them. You're going to want to take a wet cloth and apply it to their paws. You don't want to submerge them in water or do anything extreme that could shock their system, but just applying that wet cloth to their paws will help them to gradually cool down. Then you're going to want to immediately take them to the vet so they can be professionally looked at. Live in Fort Wayne, I'm Brianna Bias, Fox 55 News.
A great way to illustrate all of that. Thank you for that. And just a reminder, because it is getting so hot, several cooling centers are offering relief from the heat around Fort Wayne. The Botanical Conservatory on South Calhoun Street is one of them. It closed about an hour ago, but it will reopen from 10 to 5 Thursday as well as Friday. The Rescue Mission, that's another. It is open daily from 8 to 4 regardless of the temperature. And the Salvation Army will run a cooling center from 9 until 4 tomorrow and Friday as well. Location, North Clinton Street.